Hey guys, just imagine this with me for a second, okay? If you could just spy on your competitors and you could get to know what kind of hooks they are using for their Instagram, the likes they're getting, the transcript of their video, the views that they're getting on those videos, all of this handed to you in a silver platter. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because that is exactly what I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to show you how to make in this video. I know you guys are all excited. Stay tuned. And as always, all the blueprints for the automations are down in the description. You can go ahead and check it out because I want to help as many of you guys as I can. Okay. And if you guys are new, I mean, here for the first time, hi, my name is Aditya, and let's get started. This is the first automation. Now, let me just tell you what this automation does. So what it will do is you have to just provide it with an account, like an Instagram username or a handle, to be more precise. You have to provide it with an Instagram handle, and this particular automation will do is it will go through that particular Instagram profile and it will find similar accounts to those profile. So for example, if I put in my own Instagram profile or username, what it will do is it will find accounts similar to mine. So people that are making automations or people that are making contents, it will give me profiles similar to those. So before I show you how to make this, let me just show you what is the actual result of this automation. So if you just see here, this is my Instagram reel analyzer. It's a weird name, I know. And I have the first sheet that says competitors. So here are all the competitors. So I have one. I mean, technically, he's not my competitor. He's a. I put in a different name, and he's a competitor for that. So his name is Su Wei Go. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right or wrong. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Okay, so it went to his profile, and if I go to the analysis tab, you see these are two of his Instagram reels. So I have the reel link right here. This is the name, the reel link. This is the transcript that he used. This is the hook that he used, the views, the likes, and the power words. These are the words that make people hooked into the video. Okay. Now all of this you get with just putting in your Instagram username. Okay, it's that good. Let me now show you how to make this. So first, in order to make this, we will first go to an account or a website called as rapidapi.com. Let me just open a new one, rapidapi.com. So you will be somewhere like this. Make sure you log in. Okay. Once you've logged in, click on API Hub. And once you're in here, just search for Instagram scraper. And then just click on this first one. I mean, this is what I've used, Instagram scraper stable API. And once you've done that, just on the left, you will see it says user. Now click on the user and you will see user similar account. Just click on that and you'll see this right here. Now this and the API key, which for the time being I'm not using. So it's okay if I show it, but do not show your API keys to anybody, guys. Okay, so now what you have to do is, if you remember the previous video that we did, I taught you guys how to read the curl, what is a get request, how to paste that in. If you didn't don't remember, tell you and I'll show you how to do this again. So you see it says request should be a get request. So if I just go here into my HTTP, you see the method is a get method. This is the URL. Now let me just check. If I go here, the URL says the URL is right here. You just copy this whole thing, copy that, paste it right here. Okay. Now you see it says after this username or URL, it says equal to, and it says inside something. Just remove that part after the equal to sign, and that is where you'll put your username. Okay. Then in the header, You see, it says this should be the header, the x dash rapid API host, and this should be the value inside of that header. Okay, up until here, and that is exactly what I've done here. Okay, then is this should be the next header, and this will be your API key, and you'll get the API key right here. It's visible. You paste both of that in, and then you'll scroll down, and you'll know scroll down, and you will have a parse response. Okay, make sure to check that because we want the response to be passed, and we hit save. Then what we do is we have an iterator. Now, what is an iterator and why do we need it? An iterator is basically, it takes in one thing and splits it into different things. To be more precise, the output that you get out of an HTTP module. So when if I run this, I can't run it because I don't have the operations. It will consume a lot of operations. That's why I'm not running it right now. So if I run this once, it will sometimes give me 200 results. Now all those 200 results are in a page. If I can just show you, wait a second. Here's a simple way to understand this. This is a page. Okay. Now assume in this page I had 200 items. Now I just want to access one item. I can't access that one item. So what I do is I use an iterator. Iterator is more like a paper shredder, you can say. So it will take these 200 items and break it down into 200 different items. So this will be item number one. And then again, I'll tear this item number two, then tear this again, item number three, so on and so forth. I hope you guys get it. Then, so this is what we are providing. So let me just see. Yeah, you see this. Now, I don't have to actually run this because I've run this before. You see, it had 80 different items inside of it. 80. So, like 80 people similar to my account, or 80 people similar to the person that I've put in. And you see, it gave me the ID number, the username of their username, their full name, is it verified, their profile pic URL, and all these things. So, what I've done is I just pasted this whole thing, the whole item, and it breaks it down into 80 people. And then what I do is I add them to a Google Sheet. Okay, so you see, now I have 80 different things that I can access to. I have the profile picture URL, which I don't use, so it's just there. The full name of the particular person, their username. Okay, and then I save it in. So that is the first part. That is this, the competitors tab. That is all. Now this is where it gets interesting. The second part. This is where we get their reels and we analyze those reels. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use something called as Appify. So if you guys don't know, Appify is also a scraping platform like Rapid API, but this is more known to people. So just log in here as well. So once you log in, you'll be in a dashboard like this where you won't have the actors. So what you need to do is just go here, sorry, not here, go to the Appify store and just search for Instagram Reel. And then there it is, Instagram Reel Scraper. You can use this or this, but I would prefer the one that is made by Appify. You see, it says created by Appify because these are free ones. So now what you need to do is first you need to test this particular scraper because otherwise you won't be able to access that inside of Make.com. So how do we do that is just put in your username and just hit start. What it will do is, I guess I didn't run it recently. Yeah, I didn't. So what it will do is it will go to your profile and just scrape your whole profile. That is all. Don't have to worry about anything else. So let me just show you if I can just run this. And as you see, the actor is running. So here is everything. So what it gave me is it gave me the post, the text, that is the caption, my full name, the username, my profile URL, was there any comments, the likes, when did I post it, and all the stuff. Okay. So now here is what we do. We first go to the competitors reel. So we want the person, their username, and then we take that username, we go to Appify, we go to run an actor. Then make sure you do your, create your account, connect your account. And how do we do that? Is just click to add Appify API token. You'll find the API token in the in the settings, but let me just show you that as well. So just go to settings, go to APIs and integrations, and just copy this and paste it back into make.com. That is it. Very easy. And then you need to select the actor. Now, if I just click here, you will see all the actors that you have run. Okay, these are all the actors that I have run. So that's why I'm seeing so many. But once you've run the Instagram reel scraper, you will find that here because you've run that once. Then we come to the input JSON. Now, what is this? So what you need to do is just go back to your Instagram reel scraper, click on JSON, and this is where you find the JSON. Just copy this, go back, paste that in. And now I wanted to make this dynamic because I don't want to every single time do it manually. So I just removed my name that was here. If you see it properly, my name, I changed that with the Google Sheets model. So every single time the new person, the new username will just come in and I don't have to do anything. And yeah, then you don't have to do anything. And I've set the result limit to 2. You can keep it to 20 or 30 or however many that you want. It's up to you. Okay. Then what you need to do is nothing else right here. Okay. Then we need a sleep. Now this is a very important module here in this particular automation because Appify actually takes time. So for example, if I'm doing 2 reels, it won't take that much time. But if I'm doing 20 reels or 30 reels, it will take a long time. So just for the safety, or not for safety's sake, but just to make sure that I don't get empty results or this automation just wastes the operation, I just keep the delay at 40 seconds. You can keep it to 60 seconds if you want to, but I just keep it to 40 seconds because I want, because this, when this result is running, it will take time to get those results. So while this is running, I put a delay here of 40 seconds, and after that I can access those results. Where if I just connect both of these modules without putting the sleep module, it will be running and I won't get any results, and I'll be like, this whole automation will work, but there won't be any results at the end of it. I hope you're getting this. Then what I do is I have a get data set items module. Now, what this particular module does, it will get all the results from the Appify. So if I just click here, default dataset ID, you'll just find it right here inside of your previously run previous Appify module. So just write data, you see default dataset ID, just paste that in. Data transformation, just keep it clean. I guess it will be unclean. Format is JSON, limit is 100, and you just hit save, nothing else. Now we are using an array aggregator. Now what is an array aggregator? Technically what an array aggregator does is it takes in multiple items and combines them and forms an array, technically a list, to be, in very simple language, just a list. So as I mentioned in my previous example, it takes two this items like 10 or 15 items, sticks it together and just forms a list. Okay. Now I have, so inside of this array aggregator, what I have used as my source, I mean the source is where am I getting all my data from? That is Appify. So I selected Appify get dataset ID, that is the previous module, and from there which all items do you want in your output, that is what the array aggregator is asking me, as in which all fields, the aggregated fields, what are fields do you need. So I'm saying I want the URL, I want the like, I want the full name of the owner, and I also want the video play count. Video play count is the view count. Don't click the video view count because that is not actually the views. And then we have a set multiple variables. Now what this does is it takes in that list, takes in the array or the list, puts it in a descending order so that the highest viewed videos are first and the lowest or the lesser viewed videos are at the bottom. So technically, if I just click here to show you guys, you see the likes on this particular video, the likes this particular video got is 6,46,669, or in US terms, 646,669 views. Okay, that is how much this. Okay, that is the likes, not the views. Okay, the views are much higher. It's like 1.4 or something. Yeah, 1.4. So what I've done is I've taken this whole thing and I want you to put them in a descending order based on the video play count. Okay. I hope you guys getting this. Or if you want to see the documentation, just check this out. Sort the array in a descending order based on the video play count or the video views. I'm trying to make this as simple as I can, guys. Okay. Then we have an iterator. Okay. Now you must be thinking, why do we need an iterator? Because as I mentioned, now we've combined everything. Now everything is again into a one list. Now I don't want that one list. I want to take single items out of that list. That's why we have an iterator here again. So we again put in the array, that is this, you see, put in this array, and then it outputs something like this. You see, the URL, I can access the URL differently, I can access the likes count differently. Whereas if you check this out, I have to access everything inside of this array, inside of that sort, inside of the sort, I have to access everything. Okay. Whereas here I can just access one all of these individually. I hope you're getting all of this, okay, guys. Now I jumped a bit ahead, but then we again go into rapid API because now we want to take that reel and we want to transcribe that reel. So we again go to rapid API. We just go to click text to speech, just write text to speech, and yeah, this one. Just select this one, and you need to do the same things. It's nothing different. Do the follow the same steps again. So you paste in the reel. This is the URL. You just take the URL from here. You paste it right in. Then the method is get. I guess the method here it was none. Okay, okay. So you just have to click here. Transcribe from URL. Okay. On the left hand side, you will see transcribe from URL. That is where you want to go. So method is get. You do the same things again. Nothing different. Okay. And just hit save. Then we have Grok. Now we have an AI coming in. Now what do we do here is we give it the transcript that we got of the reel, and then we tell this particular AI to go through this transcript, get me, tell me what was the hook that was used, what are the power words that was used inside of this. Okay. So what I've said here is in the system prompt is, you are a helpful, intelligent social media expert. You will be given a transcript of an Instagram reel. You will be given the amount of views that particular reel got, and it is your job to find the hook of the reel and also find some power words that were used to grab attention. Your output should always be in JSON. Always remember to follow the structure. That is, it will output me the hook, the transcript, and the power words. Do not wrap the output in JSON. Then I've given it some examples. So here is the transcript. you can just transcribe one of your own videos and go to ChatGPT and just say, give me the hook, the transcript, the power words, and everything. Okay, you don't have to exactly copy what I did, but you can just go to ChatGPT and just say it. Or just put in the same prompt into ChatGPT and ask it to do the same thing. And you just give it the transcript and it will just output that. That is the best thing you can do. And it is the easiest. And then what I've done is inside of this, you see I have this text. This text inside of data. So if I just click in data, you see I have this text. Now this text is the actual transcript of the video. So I will take that and it will output me the hook, the power words. And if I now, because I'm using DeepSeek, as always, we get and split the whole thing. Now I guess you guys probably should be knowing this by now. We split the result based on the think, and then we get the second item, which is the actual JSON, and then we parse the JSON. Okay, and then we add all of that into a Google Sheet. So if I can show you, see, now this is the hook. These are the power words that were used, and the transcript is right here, and I pasted all of that in directly. Okay, and we got the video view count from the iterator, the likes from the iterator, the URL, the real URL from the iterator, and all those things. So that is how the output will look something like this. Okay, and I hope you guys got this automation. I mean, I know it is a bit complex automation. I tried to simplify it as much as I can, but it is still a bit technical. If you have any doubts, feel free to reach out on the comment section, on my email, on my Instagram, any way you find comfortable. Okay. Yeah, so that was my automation. I know it was a lot, but still, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.